In today's video, I'll be sharing how I make thick, creamy yogurt with just 2 ingredients for my family of 5. Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you're like me that is usually overwhelmed and intimidated by the process of making Greek yogurt, then this video is for you. When you have young kids, yogurt is one of the staple foods that kids really love, and when you check the rising price of yogurts, Greek yogurts, and the packaged yogurts that you find in supermarkets has lots of sugar and processed ingredients, making your own Greek yogurt might just be what you have to do. So today I'll be taking you through the process, very simple and easy process of making healthy, thick, creamy, yummy Greek yogurts at home using just 2 ingredients: yogurt, that's the culture, milk, and if you're adding water, then that's 3 ingredients. So the first thing, as you saw in the video, is you have to boil the water, and then when the water has come to a boil, a rolling boil, you add the milk gently, and then you boil it again, milk and water mixture, then you turn off. At this point, you have to stay very close to the stove, because when the milk starts boiling, it can easily pour out of the pot, so you have to stay. Alright, so this is the culture I'm using. You can see how the culture is. It's like a thick yogurt, and that's what we are trying to achieve. And you also saw that I was filling the temperature of the pot just to be sure that it's at the right temperature before putting the culture. Because if the milk is still very hot and you put the yogurt in, the bacteria that is in the yogurt can die. Do you understand? And if it is too cold when you're putting the yogurt in, it will take a longer time for the fermentation process. So fermentation requires a warm environment for it to happen. So here I'm just sharing the yogurt into the 2 pots. So after sharing the yogurt into the 2 pots of milk, the next thing is to make sure that yogurt is fully dissolved. Mix until the yogurt is fully dissolved. So once you're sure that it is fully dissolved, next step is to find a dark, warm place. I just use this empty cupboard in my kitchen, and then you put the pots in and cover it with a thick blanket or towel, something clean, just cover it, and you leave it there for 9 to 12 hours. Just know that the longer time you keep it, the more fermented your yogurt will be. Can you see how thick the yogurt looks after the fermentation process? One thing you need to know is that the more yogurt you have, or the more milk you have to ferment, the more time you might need. If the milk is small, you might not need so much time. You might need like 9 hours. But if you're fermenting a large batch of milk, you need longer time, like 12 to maybe even 15 hours for it to fully ferment and give you the thick consistency that you need. The next thing I like to do is to mix the yogurt with a whisk, just to mix it and mix it together so that it is smooth. Yeah, you mix it until it's very smooth. And then the next thing is to pour. If you remember from the beginning of the video, when I was adding the culture, the yogurt I added into the milk, you remember, you would see that it's one of these type of jars. The yogurt was in one of these type of jars. So that's one jar of yogurt that served as our culture, and the milk we use gave us 5 jars. You can do the maths. The one jar is like 2 liters. Yeah, 2 liters. And I normally buy that one jar for almost 20,000 naira. So if I was to buy these 5 jars, which is like 2 liters each, at 20,000 naira, that would be like 100k for yogurt alone. And my family of 5 finish these 5 jars of yogurt every month. So learning how to make yogurt, you are not just learning a skill. You're not just being sure of what you're giving your kids and your family, but you're also going to be saving money. When I did the calculation, like I used less than 50k to make this 5 yogurts, and if I wanted to buy it, I would have bought it for 100k. So this brings me to the end of the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share the video. Please comment. And if you would love to see more recipes like this, just drop a comment and I would add it to my content schedule. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.